Ladies and gentlemen, I've always opined on this platform on many occasions that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happened for the sake of it. Ababu Namwamba attended ODM in DC. Why do you think Ababu Namwamba attended that in DC? That's exactly what I want to reveal to you guys in this video. But first of all, let us analyze his speech. Ababu Namwamba, just listen in here.
Ninataka kushukuru sana mwenyekiti wetu Her Excellency Gladys Nyasuna Wanga na wewe party leader kwa kunialika hapa leo.
What is Ababu Namwamba trying to say? Ababu Namwamba is saying that he was invited to the event by the chairperson and by the party leader. Ababu Namwamba was one of the ODM Secretary Generals. As a matter of fact, ODM party celebrated its 20th anniversary just the other day. If they were keen on Ababu Namwamba, they should have invited Ababu Namwamba to join them during their 20th anniversary as a former SG. They did not, but they decided to invite him to this event, which means there is something they wanted to achieve. Let us proceed.
I am delighted to be among comrades. Every direction I see comrades, and I'm delighted to be here amongst you.
If you listen to that part, Ababu is saying that I am delighted to be amongst comrades. Ababu Namwamba left ODM party, but he joined politics through ODM party. And he considers most of the people he was with during that time as comrades. In short, Ababu Namwamba is telling them that I'm home. But it's getting interesting here. Listen in.
20 years ago, we started a journey to pursue power. 20 years is a long time. And we wanted to pursue power to make Kenya better on the basis of the social democratic ideals of this party.
Ababu Namwamba is generally taking ODM party through the 20 years they've been in existence. But it's bringing back the memory of the 2007 election.
And we have come a long way. We have resisted. We have taken hardline positions. I remember on 15th of January 2008, I stood on the floor of Parliament and declared, Mimi Ababu Namwamba, naapa ya kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Rais Raila Amolo Odinga. I remind you that because we have come a long way. And when we get power, when you get within proximity of power, what do?
That's when Ababu Namwamba stormed the national scene. During their swearing in Parliament, he swore in the name of Raila Odinga. At that time, that was 2007. In short, the people who planned to bring Ababu Namwamba here, they had a message for Edwin Sifuna. And they're telling Edwin Sifuna that you can brag, but there's nothing you have done compared to what others before you as the SG have done. The first SG of ODM, I think, was Professor Nyong'o. Then from there, it went to Ababu. Then Ababu was removed, Sifuna. So they are just simply telling Sifuna that, okay, you've done your part, but some of us, we've done more. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reveal to you guys the objective why Ababu Namwamba was brought to ODM in DC. Before we do that, I want to make two requests. First of all, please, if you enjoyed this video up to this stage, just press for me that thumbs up button. I want to make this to my league gang. They know themselves. And secondly, if you can drop your comment, please, I want to read your comments. Do you think Ababu Namwamba can replace Edwin Sifuna as the SG of ODM party. Ladies and gentlemen, Ababu Namwamba was brought here because of the following reasons. Number one, ODM party is looking for a strong figure from the Luhya nation. Because something I've been asking myself, if ODM were to remove Sifuna, who would pick over? Or who would they pick? Several names came to my mind. Otsosi is a deputy party leader. Of course, he declined. I think there were those attempts. Oparanya is no longer a politician. He's in the executive. Who, from the Luhya nation, you can say, is a strong figure within ODM party. Because even Sifuna was not a strong figure. Sifuna was made by Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila had the ability and the capacity to identify and make someone. So even when Sifuna was being removed, the question was, who can replace him? Because by that time, nobody thought about Ababu Namwamba. At some point, they even thought of bringing Otuoma. But you know, Otuoma has a lot of issues in Busia. It's not very popular. And that's why they came up with the Busia women rep to act. But if you look at Western Kenya today, there is no strong figure in ODM party. There is Nabina Bwera, but it's good, but he has not really, Nabina Bwera has not really managed to build that national platform. He's a very good guy. He can become the SG. If Raila was alive, Nabi would have been easily made a national figure. So ODM, the Oburu wing, decided, okay, let us go for Ababu. Let us see if we can persuade him. So that's how they persuaded him, and he came. Ababu now is a strong figure who can really be empowered in the Luhya politics. Number two, you see, Edwin Sifuna became very big. And his exit was going to be a very big deal for ODM party. So strategically, bringing Ababu to the scene watered down the exit. Because, you know, you can say what you want. Sifuna was a good SG, but Ababu was a better SG. Just like most people believe that Professor Anyang' Nyong'o was a more stable SG of the ODM party, and that if he had been appointed as the party leader, I think he would have, most people believe Professor Nyong'o would have brought the stability. Sifuna was good because of his brand of politics was resonating with the ODM masses. So they wanted a way of watering down his exit. So he exits, then they bring Ababu Namwamba. And if you're keen, I think ODM has some of the best advisors. Someone went to court to challenge the decision, and the court made a ruling that for Sifuna to be removed, ODM will have to exhaust their internal dispute resolutions mechanism. And because from all indications, Edwin Sifuna will not go before that committee, they'll definitely follow it, and Sifuna will be removed. After that, because this other lady was not confirmed, probably she will be told, let us bring Ababu Namwamba as the SG. Or if Ababu will not be brought as the SG, probably he's going to be brought to replace Otsosi. Number three, I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective. ODM is losing the Luhya nation. As we speak, ODM is currently majorly a Luo party and the Coastal party, because the Coastal people are still with ODM. Western is now shaking. But the think tank within ODM party are crafting a strategy that we are not going to lose the entire Western. Let us empower our strongholds in Western. One of them is Busia. So if you bring Ababu, you bring the women rep there, the Budalangi MP is still there, the governor is still there in ODM party, they will still be able to win in Busia. And I think they're also mapping out some areas in Kakamega where they believe they can still win. So that even if they were to lose, they will not lose the entire Western Kenya. I'm looking at the move to bring Ababu in that aspect, to consolidate Busia. And number 4, Ababu is also being brought on board to take over the position of the SG. I don't know whether it's going to accept, but I've always said here that politics is about interest. As long as the political interest can converge, they will always work together. If the position of the SG will put Ababu Namwamba in a position which will serve his interest, and ODM also will be able to benefit from Ababu Namwamba being the SG, is going to be put as the SG. So I'm looking at it as strategy to bring Ababu as the SG. But importantly, I think these guys are sending a coded message to Sifuna that, okay, you are good, you serve the party, but if you thought you are the only SG, please, we had Ababu Namwamba. I don't know what you think. This might take. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.